Go to acradio.live. You know me from my radio show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Curry. If you lack confidence and boldness to really go out there and conquer the world, I'm here to share this valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with Audacious Confidence. Audacious Confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey, everyone. Hi. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Yay. Thank you so much to all those troops who are, who risk their lives for our freedom. Thank you so much to the families. And I just want to say happy Memorial Day to you all. And I am trying desperately to share this out because I left my selfie stick at home. So I don't have my tripod to share. So bear with me. I am desperately trying to share it out and let you guys know what's going on here. And somehow Facebook is not working right for me today. So hopefully you guys are joining me. So there are a couple of things I just want to say really quickly. Today is my final show for the summer. And you have to stay tuned to figure out what I am going to do what I'm going to do next coming up. So please connect with me on social media. Connect with me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Periscope. Just type in Alicia Curry. You can go to my website, acradio.live, and send me an email if you want to be on my email list so you know what's coming up, what we're doing next. And I'd love to stay in touch with you if you have liked the show over the last year. If it has impacted you and you want to know what's next, I will continue to send out emails and that sort of thing to to keep educating, inspiring, and all those wonderful things. So thank you for listening, those of you on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. Thank you all for watching, those of you who are on Facebook and Periscope and on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me every week. And I also just wanted to do two other quick little updates before I bring my guest on. First of all, this week is my birthday. Yay! I'm so excited. It's my birthday. I love my birthday. And thank you, Sandra. Hi. Giving me all these hearts. So my friend Christina sent me this beautiful Letitia bag. She creates these Letitia bags. Look at how beautiful this is. It's candy apple red, right? Red, my color. And we're going to have these bags available in my life as well. It has some brushes and stuff. So if you want to know more about the bag, it's a great makeup bag that you can walk around with. The Letitia bag. Just, again, let me know if you want to know about it. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Sandra. And don't forget, you can go to my website or on Amazon to check out my books. And the final update I wanted to give you is a New Year's Day show. My son came on, and he said that what his goal was to join a soccer team this year. And that was his goal, and that's what we've been working towards. And so I am happy to report that he had tryouts last week and he has made a soccer squad. So he has achieved his goal before the midpoint of the year. So he is on his way to, achieving his goals for the year. So Yay. That is awesome. Yeah. So info about what, Sandra? The bag, the Letitia bag. I will add it to the video at the end. How you can get the Letitia bag. So my guest, you see her on screen, my wonderful guest, beautiful guest I met in October at the Entrepreneurs Living the Dream event with Pat Rogers, and her name is Madeline Fayella.
Yes.
Madeline Fayella. She is an authentic and powerful women's breakthrough success expert with a unique 25-year background of professional singing, art, and she's been in the corporate arena as well. And she's traveled over 20 countries and done tons of tours in different cities over 2 continents. And she has served the country, you know, it's Memorial Day, so she's served the country by singing, right?
Exactly.
Performing for our troops, and has earned the Certificate of High Esteem awarded by the U.S. military for her extraordinary performances all throughout Germany. Although Madeline has a fear of heights, I love this. She sang on top the World Trade Tower on a helicopter patch, and that's really high. So you overcame that, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. And you know what? She has invested in herself a lot, and she has she helps women really transform and break through and find that place of clarity that they can move forward and really jump into the things that they desire to do in their lives. So I want to welcome Madeline to the microphone.
Ooh,
and,
thank
and
you.
then and while she's talking, I'm going to try to figure out this Facebook thing because it's not working for me today. I can't share anything. So Madeline.
Yes, ma'am.
I know I didn't this is a whole big long bio. I actually didn't read all her bio, but I do want to ask you, with all that you've accomplished in your career and in your life, were you always confident in your skills?
Ha. You know, it's such a great question. And first of all, it's such an honor to be here. I love that somehow this worked out to be like your last show.
Yes.
And it's on Memorial Day, so
isn't that wonderful?
It is wonderful, and I just want to point this out to everybody that the small things in life are big things, and that to me is a big thing. But you know, on the outside, sometimes we look confident, and I think I looked more confident than I felt.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know, there would be times when I would literally be shaking inside.
Yes, it happens.
It happens. And what I've learned is that we learn through skills and by practicing techniques and strategies that we are the ones that can negotiate around the fear. The fear doesn't go away, but you can have that little, you know, boom, you know, go back to the corner fear. It's going to be there, but we definitely can negotiate with it and navigate around it.
So how have you? You said you feel the fear and you do it anyway.
You do it anyway,
and that is where you believe confidence comes from.
I believe confidence comes from that, but I believe more than anything, clarity. And I say this because I suffer from SOS, shiny object syndrome.
I know, I have that same disease. I'm afflicted with the same disease.
You know, and I think I've probably driven a lot of people crazy in my life, but I realized that when I'm clear, I have such confidence because I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I may fall on the way, but when you can see your vision, it doesn't make any difference how many times you fall. I fell off the stage once.
Oh, wow.
And I kept singing because my vision was the audience.
Yeah.
And I also find that when you think about the people around you and you get out of your own head, it's a lot easier to navigate around that fear.
It's so true. It's not about me.
No.
Like, I do this show. It's totally not about me. I mean, I look back at the video sometimes and the faces I make and the things I do, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, this sounds like, what am I doing? But it's truly not about me. It's about the guests, and it's about bringing information important topics to people so that they can grow and they can live their lives. And it's the same thing when you get on stage to do something. It's what are you sharing that can impact a life, and that is more important than what you're feeling at the time.
Absolutely. And I can say honestly, the older you get, the more you're going to realize that, because we had a discussion before, and I was debriefing myself. I decided that how do I do the things that I do? How can I explain this to people?
Right.
Because I've been blessed to be able to invest in myself, and I've learned from some amazing people. And I thought, I can help people do this too, but I have to know how I do it.
You have to go through the process.
Yes.
And actually develop that step by step. Well, how did I get from here to here? What did I do? And really start becoming aware of what it is that took you from that place. And that's about confidence. Yeah. When you've overcome something, you have to look back at it. And like you said, in the dark room, you have to look back at it and figure out the steps that it took you to get from here to here. What did you really do? And then the exciting part of that is you get to teach someone.
You get to
share it with someone.
I think the greatest thing for me, and I know it's going to sound corny, but I love it when someone goes, "Oh my God, thank you so much," because I ran into so many walls that the front of my head was flat. And I was just so determined, and I do have a lot of courage, and I would just keep running. And then I'd say, well, why don't you get clear, Madeline? Because maybe you can go around that wall.
Or go over it.
Or over it or under it or something. But that's how we're built to think. And that's how we're wired.
Right.
So it takes the beautiful people that I've learned from, and it takes that courage from inside and a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in God.
Amen. Yes.
I have a lot of faith in God.
That helps a lot. So, quick question. You traveled around Germany supporting and entertaining the troops. Were you ever in fear?
I was, the only thing that I was afraid of, we were in a bus that was just for us, and they were driving literally like on the edge of these mountains. And I found myself sitting.
You ever been to the islands?
Yeah. And you're like,
when the road looks like it can only hold one single car,
right?
And it's a two-way street,
and they're driving,
and there's a sheer cliff on the other side,
right?
It's like, oh, how does this work?
And they're driving all over. That scared me. As far as performing for the military, the honor was beyond explanation, because
and they're so appreciative.
They're so appreciative and warm.
So appreciative.
And we did across the board. We did the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, and each culture was different.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And we were on a tour because we were backing a record at the time. And it was 7 weeks of hard work and fun and love and experience. And part of that is being able to be open and to say, yes, I will.
To opportunities when they come.
Yes, because
I think that's really the first step to overcoming a fear, or even building confidence in yourself, is to be able to say yes.
Yeah. Before
Before you even have that sort of...
don't think about it.
Right. Before you even have confidence in your ability to do it, it's the saying yes to the opportunity, and then being able to, now...
find the solution.
Level, right.
And
if you have to level up
exactly
to get there.
It
and
forces
figure it out.
you.
Figure it out.
Exactly. It makes you, that's how you grow.
Yeah.
I mean, I've jumped into some things in the last couple of years, like, what are you doing this now for? And I thought, well, God wants me to do something, and this is it.
This is it.
And I am loving it.
Speaking, because you were at the Entrepreneurs Living the Dream,
right,
with Miss Pat Rogers, one of my favorite guests. And so you are now going to be speaking in Atlanta.
Yes.
At her event, another event, which
and I'm looking forward to that.
And this, tell me the name of this event.
This is Jumpstart Your Business 2018. She's
in
got
Atlanta,
the greatest
Georgia.
titles,
Jumpstart Your Business in 2018.
Yeah, come out and see us. Go to
it's the Crown Plaza by the airport.
Plaza. And if you go online to Unity in Service,
.net, unityinservice.net.
Just follow the prompts. We are going to have such a good time. We've got some big minds coming there.
Yeah.
And so the expansion will be unbelievable. And you will learn a lot. bring your pens and paper. They may provide, but
Yeah, make sure you come prepared.
Come
to
prepared,
learn.
'cause-
And there's
yeah.
going to be food, and
Yes.
it's a 3-day event.
It's 2 days.
2-day event, June 15th
15th and 16th.
and
I think
16th
it is.
At the Crown Plaza in Atlanta.
Yes.
Atlanta, Georgia, at the airport.
It's gonna be
Madeline is going to be
wonderful.
one of the key speakers, so you want to go and gain some
Very
wisdom and knowledge if
exciting.
you are in the Atlanta area from all these wonderful speakers. There's speakers flying in from all over the world and all over the country to give of themselves, to
So
share
that
their
we
advice,
learn.
to share to share with you. So if you are a budding entrepreneur, an established entrepreneur, if you are, you just want to take your business to another level,
Or if you just want to see what's going on.
you come and check it out.
Check it out. Come out and see what's going on. I will be talking about courage, because the 3 C's have gotten me through life, but I didn't know that until I debriefed myself.
Yeah.
So it's clarity, courage, and commitment. Sounds basic, but it is the foundation of who you are, which is the core, and that core is your business.
Yes. So I wanted to ask you about standing on top of the World Trade Center. The wind alone will carry me away.
Let me tell
I
you.
know.
And I'm laughing.
I mean,
'cause-
I've been on the top of the Empire State Building, but not on the World Trade Center. Unfortunately, is no longer with us. But,
I know.
But I'm sure I would have been blown away on a helicopter pad.
Well, they dropped me on the helicopter pad, and then there was like a whole stage set up closer to the edge of the building. But I want to tell you that when I debriefed myself and went back, first of all, they asked me and said, we're looking for funding for an off-Broadway play that we want to do a musical. Would you please come? And I said, sure. Somebody needs help. I'm a singer. I'm going to go.
I'm going to do it.
I didn't think about anything, and then I realized they're picking me up in a helicopter, and now we're above the World Trade Center, and I am freaking out, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So how I did it was this. I look at it this way. My vision was being on that stage. First, it came with integrity because I said I would do it.
Right.
Second, it comes with who gets this opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
And third, it was, no, I'm going to be bigger than the fear. But the final thing that did it for me, what makes me think that the wind wants me and not everyone else, because they're all standing there.
Right.
And I looked down at my feet, and of course I had heels on. So they get me out of the helicopter, and the next thing I know, I am up there singing and having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't blow away. I thought I was going to be a splat.
Right.
I was certain I was going to be a splat, but you know what? When you realize, and I'm just going to say it, life is not just about you.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I focused on...
What? Wait, what?
What?
Life isn't about me?
Are you kidding?
What? The world doesn't revolve around.
Yeah, I thought it was me.
I thought it was all about me.
Come on, it's all about me, isn't it? Well, anyway. So, but I can't stress this enough. When we start thinking about other people, we get out of our heads, and that's when
the magic happens. That's when it starts
happens.
getting
The
good.
magic
That's when it
starts.
starts really getting good.
Exactly.
So, you gave us some really good tips of what you did to overcome that fear.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have any other tips on how to really move forward if you're feeling that fear? Because the first of all is it's not about you.
Right.
First, get that out of your head. It's really not about you. It's about what you have to share with others. And if you'd be surprised at how much value you actually have inside of you. You may think, well, I used to think, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Nobody's going to listen to me. What value do I bring? But everyone has a point of view, and everyone has value to share.
Everyone has
value to share. So, give us some
Okay.
quick little.
So some of the tips are this. Number one, when I'm working with someone, I ask them first to just stop. Just stop where you are, because your head's rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid my head's going to blow off. This is going to happen. What if I break a heel? What the things
All
in
the
the future?
bridges you're crossing.
All the bridges that aren't even there, or you're looking in there. So here's the thing: don't look back and don't look forward. Sounds easy, and it is simple, but this is something we work on. Okay, that's number one. We work on being focused at what's there.
Being present.
Being very present. And how I do that, and I take my clients and have them look down at their feet and ask them, where are you? Now, our brains can only think of one thing at a time, believe it or not, and boo-hoo, multitasking is not a good thing, okay? So, right, don't tell me that.
Stop bursting my bubbles. You're bursting my bubbles all over the place, Madeline.
As I juggle all these things.
First, it's not about me, and now I can't multitask.
And now you can't multitask.
You're bursting my bubbles everywhere.
I know. What a drag I am. But anyway.
Why did I invite you to my show?
So look down, take a breath, and just drop into what you are doing. Look past what you think people are thinking of you and drop your ego. Vulnerability is that place where fear does not live.
Right.
So stop, drop in, drop your ego. Also, understand that you have to have some type of faith and know that if you're thinking of something, that means it's meant to be birthed.
Yeah.
And if we don't do it, that idea goes to someone else. And think of the worst thing. If you're at your deathbed and all your ideas are sitting around there looking at you, that's really sad.
That's really sad.
So stop where you are. Just understand that the entire world is not looking at you. It doesn't mean you're not important.
All judging you.
Quite the contrary, you are amazing. We are allowed to love ourselves. Especially women have problems with this. It's not selfish. And the more you love yourself, the more confident you become. The more confident, the more competent you become.
Yes. And my friend Ron, who's watching, Ron Harvey, was a guest on my show too. He said competence also breeds confidence. Because when you know what you know and you know how to do what you do.
Because you don't know what you don't know, right?
You're right.
Exactly.
And as soon as you get that, you know.
And I mean, I know we're laughing a lot just because we can, and that's who we are.
That's just who we are. See, look, we're sharing a brain.
But that's what my wish for you is, that you're so authentic that even when you face fear, you laugh.
Right. Laugh in the face of fear.
Laugh in the face of fear. I just got goosebumps. That's my key, that I have hit a chord. And that's my key, that there is something going on that means, yeah, that's true. I know it's not woo-woo. It's real.
It's real.
It's called faith. And you've got to have faith. I love when I work with clients, we laugh so much, and that's how they learn a lot.
I'm going to just pause you for a second, because I want to make sure people know how to get in touch with you. And it's Next Step Coaching, not Nest. I know on the screen it says Nest Step Coaching.
That's okay.
But it's Next Step Coaching.
Right.
But go ahead and give us.
I love it.
I got a text.
I do typos all the time.
I got a text.
And I'm always getting people going, Madeline, you spelled that wrong.
It's okay.
Anyway,
it's okay.
So if you want to reach me, this is a phone number where you can reach me. It's 954-589-0789. And right now, my email for you is creativemindset@comcast.net.
Great.
Creative
and it is
mindset.
on my website. It is on my website at acradio.live. So
wonderful.
If you can't write that down, it's on acradio.live, and you can get the contact information for Madeline.
Wonderful. And please reach out, whatever you're struggling with. Because I just love this lady so much, I am offering a free consultation with anyone who calls in.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, anyone who emails. And let's get a conversation going. Let's see if we can take you out of your head and get you where you can blossom.
Right, because it's about courage, it's about commitment,
and
it's
confidence.
About confidence. And, you know, this show is all about confidence. And I have been so thankful to this past year bring a lot of different point of views and perspectives on confidence and how people can really level up and really break free of the things that are holding them back. And I am so honored that you came on the show today, because, you know,
I feel like we're just getting started.
We're just getting
so much to do.
And we
Thank
do.
you.
But, you know, just just the opportunity for people to reach out, because a lot of
Please
people
reach
don't
out.
even know
Yes.
anything about coaching or anything about how they can get unstuck.
Yes.
And this is a real opportunity. I'm going to speak directly to the camera. This is a real
Yes.
opportunity to get unstuck. Madeline has a vast, array of not just experience, but also training. And she has a lot to offer. And that's why she's here, because she has a lot to offer and she's offering it to you. So if you need any kind of insight into how you can boost your confidence,
Any
give her a
struggle,
call. Any struggle that
struggle.
you're having at all in your life, in your relationships, in your path where you want to go, just
And
she's
if you're
making herself available.
Yeah, and if you're afraid to pick up the phone, and I know that that's so real. It's
It
like,
is
oh
real.
my God, it's
like
a
10 pounds
oh,
becomes
yeah, it's
a brick.
I've been there, and there are days when I go through all of this myself. None of us are perfect.
No.
So please, I don't know what to say, but the bottom of my heart, reach out. When I was growing up, we didn't have this type of opportunity.
Right.
This is
And no
an
problem is too small.
opportunity.
Everybody
No problem.
say, well, I don't want to bother her with it.
No.
She's offering, so don't think it's a bother.
And no question is
And
silly.
No question stupid. No situation is ridiculous or trivial. That's
Right.
the word I'm in.
Yeah.
It's too trivial, or you think it's not significant enough.
Exactly.
It could be a little thing that, like my son wanted to be on a soccer team, and that was his goal. And
So
so he
excited
was
for
working
him.
towards, hitting that goal. And so, that might
Exactly.
seem like a really silly thing or a really
It's
insignificant
not.
thing, but it was a huge thing for him.
Exactly. And,
And so-
that becomes our core. And this all has to do with your authentic self. And that's how you run your business. I get into that in another area, but it's all a part of that. So make your first step, take your next step, do it in your heels.
Ah, nice.
Give me a buzz. And please, let's have a conversation. My offer to you is a free consultation.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Madeline.
Thank
you
you.
all so much for this last year. Mwah, I love you so much. And please, please, please connect with me on social media. Alicia Coury, ALICIACOURI, or go to acradio.live and connect with me. Send me an email. All right. Love you all. And I'm not going to see you sometime again next week, but I will see you on social media. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Can I throw kisses?
Yes. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, love.
Thank you. A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.